Hi, welcome to Potato Fire Reviews. Today I'll be talking about the Arcam SA20 integrated amplifier, and I'm really excited to share my experience. Arcam is a British company operated by Harman International, which is actually under Samsung. I've owned this device for almost a year, and it's one of my reference amplifiers when reviewing speakers. The Arcam SA20 costs $1,650, and it's a Class G amplifier. There is also an Arcam SA10 that uses Class AB circuitry, and a lot of people think the SA20 is just the same thing with more power output without realizing the difference in technology. If you're wondering what's a Class G amplifier, amplifiers are categorized into different classes, and I'll try to explain in the most basic form. So, Class A. Class A normally has the best sound as these amplifiers have low distortion. Class A amplifiers normally runs warm to hot in temperature, and most tube amps are actually Class A amplifiers. Class AB, one of the most popular amplifiers which offers power efficiency, so they do not run hot. They sound really good and normally not as expensive like Class A. Class D, least power consumption and heat of all the classes. Class D amplifiers are normally smaller in size since there is no big transformers or capacitors. A lot of the small desktop amps are of Class D circuitry. And now for the unique class, the Class G. Class G uses Class A circuitry for low to moderate level signals and then kicks in to Class AB for more demanding peaks without having any distortion in sound. The Arcam SA20 is a solid amplifier and weighs a little over 20 pounds. It has a beautiful dark gray slate finish with silver controls, and overall it's a bit modern yet basic at the same time. The SA20 is rated at 90 watts at 8 ohms and 150 watts at 4 ohms. There is no Bluetooth, and I like this because wireless technology is constantly evolving, and I buy hi-fi amps for longevity. It has 3 digital inputs and 5 analog inputs, which includes a phono input. The built-in phono preamp is really good and pairs really well with my Denon turntable. The SA20 has a built-in Sabre DAC for the digital inputs. The 5-way binding posts, which are these, are very huge and very solid. There are pre-outs which can be used to connecting a subwoofer. It has a network connection where you can connect your router to your amp and use an app to control basic functions. Now, for the big question, how does it sound? The SA20 has a warm sound with incredible huge soundstage that fills the room. Bass was tight and detailed. Mid-range was very clear and accurate. Treble was very crisp and pleasing. Normally, I pair the SA20 with my KEF LS50 Metas, which are here, and my SMSL DAC. And this combination makes listening to music a fun and pleasurable experience. I've tried multiple bookshelf speakers with the SA20 and always have a pleasing result. A super sweet sound that will leave you with a smile. When I was purchasing a new amplifier, I actually auditioned many integrated amps, such as Cambridge, Rotel, and NAD. The Class G technology allows the Arcam SA20 sound to have more body and richness over the other amps. Also, the SA20 did not have a bunch of bells and whistles additional features. Unfortunately, here are a few drawbacks of the SA20. There is no USB input to use the amazing built-in DAC. There's no such connector as a USB to Toshlink or USB to Coaxial connector. So connecting this amplifier directly to a modern laptop is not possible. The remote is solid and of substantial quality, and here it is. However, the top half is dedicated to the Arcam CD S50, which is the matching CD player. If you don't plan to purchase the CD player or use a compatible CD unit, half of the remote is useless. Finally, there is no XLR connectors. Most amplifiers in this price range would enable balanced XLR input. After living with the SA20, here are some features worth mentioning. The SA20 takes a really long time to break in. I used this unit for about 80 hours before it actually came alive. There is no tone controls. Some folks like this option because it helps to fine-tune the sound to their listening. Finally, cables make a huge difference on this unit. Try to use a 12 gauge or thicker speaker cables. Overall, the Arcam SA20 is a phenomenal amplifier. It's very powerful with an impressive sound. Well, that's it for my review. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up. And to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. Until next time, cheers.